morning and welcome to SuperScreen News at 10. I am Olamide Onka. The federal government says the number of Dapchi schoolgirls released has increased from 76 to 101. The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, who disclosed this in a statement issued to journalists, said the change in figure is in line with the security agency's documentation of more freed girls. The minister also said the number is likely to increase as the documentation of the freed girls is still ongoing. Lai Mohammed had in an earlier statement confirmed the release of 76 out of the 110 abducted students. The minister said the release of the schoolgirls is the outcome of the directive given by President Muhammadu Buhari to all security agencies to do everything possible to ensure the girls' freedom. Meanwhile, Nigerians have been reacting to the release of the Dapchi girls. In an interview with SuperScreen television, most respondents expressed the view that the kidnap and release of the Dapchi girls have a political undertone.
There's in-house manipulation because we keep pumping money into the security outfit, yet there are loopholes. So probably there was underground information that the army and police should leave the security posts so that they can strike, and at the end of the day money can change hand. Then the so-called APC can now later bring back those girls to show us that in the previous regime they could not recover all the Chibok girls that were taken away for years. But for them now, these are all games. They can't be playing with people's life, children's future, the future of tomorrow with games.
Actually, if you see the way the abduction was done, you will think maybe there is a foul play, because I see no reason why such a thing will happen in a community with this technology in the town now, that everybody, even an housemaid, is having a phone and nobody can get in touch with the government authority. And this thing was done quietly, without any attack, no opposition. So that means it's an arrangement made by these people, the people therein, the community, the villagers must be involved, because it's not going to be easy for someone to just come from outside and raided the school, and they went successfully, no attack, no shouting, nothing. So that's the way I see it.
It's political, to be very sincere, because according to Amnesty International, we also heard that the army were tipped off, they were informed about the likelihood of Boko Haram invading that area, and nothing was done. So I feel it's very political. I think there are some things the government are actually not telling us, and maybe with time we'll find out. There's nothing that can actually be hidden.
The National Assembly would pass the 2018 budget on April 24 this year. Speaker of the House of Representatives, Yakubu Dogara, who disclosed this, said committees of the House are expected to have turned in their reports on the 2018 appropriation bill by April 19. The decision is coming less than a week after both Dogara and the Senate President, Bukola Saraki, met behind closed doors with President Muhammadu Buhari at the presidential villa Abuja. Spokesperson of the House, Abdulrazak Namdaz, had blamed the non-implementation of the 2007 budget as well as the alleged refusal by heads of some ministries, departments and agencies to defend the 2018 budgetary proposals as reasons for the delay in the passage of the budget. In a bid to possibly override President Buhari's veto, the House of Representatives has reintroduced the bill to establish the Nigerian Peace Corps for a first reading. The House of Reps also reintroduced the bill amending the sequence of the general elections. You will recall that both bills were rejected by the President weeks ago. Other bills reintroduced for a possible override of the President's veto are a bill for an act to establish the Chartered Institute of Treasury Management, a bill for an act to establish the Nigerian Council for Social Works, a bill for an act to amend the currency conversion, Freezing Others Act to give discretionary powers to the Judge of the High Court, to order for forfeiture of assets of affected persons, and also a bill for an act to establish the Police Procurement Fund. The federal government has applied to the Federal High Court in Abuja to temporarily seize some properties belonging to the Deputy Senate President, Ike Ekweremadu, over his alleged failure to declare his assets to the Code of Conduct Bureau. 9 of the Ekweremadu's targeted properties are said to be in Abuja, 2 of them in London and the United Kingdom, 8 in Dubai, the United Arab Emirates, and 3 in Florida, the United States. The Okoye Obonla Special Presidential Investigation Panel for the Recovery of Public Properties said in an expert application filed on behalf of the federal government before the court that Ekweremadu failed to declare the said properties in its asset declaration forms dated June 1, 2007 and June 1, 2015. Armed bandits believed to be headsmen have attacked a military camp in Doka community in Benegwari local government area of Kaduna State, where they opened fire on soldiers who were sleeping, killing 11 in the process. Report says the soldiers were on special operations in Benegwari local government area of Kaduna State. The bandits were said to have carried out the attack to avenge the killings of their leaders, known as Buhari Show, in crossfire with security men in Zamfara State 2 weeks ago. According to anonymous source, the bandits attacked the soldiers' camp between 8 o'clock and 9 p.m., killing 3 soldiers in the whole and 9 others in the camp, making 12 casualties in total. Security specialists have called on Nigerians to be more security conscious and work with the constituted authorities to curtail insecurity in the nation. This advice was given at the International Institute of Professional Security induction held in Lagos State.
Security is the business of all. As a result, all hands must be on deck to ensure that the nation, Nigeria, is safe. This was the submission of security specialists present at the 12th annual membership induction of the Institute of Professional Security, IRPS.
The world has changed tremendously, especially within the last 5 years. That security is the #1 issue all over the world, from America to China to Nigeria to South Africa to everywhere. And therefore you are in a field, a system that is very important. The challenges we are facing, if you remove Boko Haram and terrorism, is kidnapping and armed robbery. Those 2 issues, they depend likely on civilian participation in the information you give to the police. 80 to 90% of the information that the FBI uses and the police is from local people who will call anonymously to say that please check so and so, please check so and so. We don't have that in Nigeria.
Security consciousness is very, very vital to any society. It's not like doing amebo. It's like securing everybody, because who are the criminals? The population of criminals or kidnappers or rapists, how many are they compared to the whole population? They are our enemies. Because the conscious report to the police, we must have also trust in the security agencies.
With the whole Boko Haram issue going on, I went to club, I saw the ladies, I saw the men, I even saw the military, dancing as on to another rest. And I'm like, if the same delivery is not likely, I think somebody like me can actually live peacefully in the country and live life after that, more than in Lagos State. So delivery can be a place that we can actually think outside the box and help. They need help, they need us, and we need to make it work.
While some of them highlighted the major security challenges that demand urgent attention by government, others speak on possible solutions.
It has been generally observed that Nigerians are not so security conscious. You have to be very, very observant when you see certain people around you. Look at them, know what they are doing so that you could pass such information to security agencies. I want us to act as agents of change in terms of security awareness.
We must share security. We must discuss security. Security is not gossiping. security is not possible. It takes a lot of intelligence for you to be in this room.
Speaking with SuperScreen News, the Director General of the Institute, Tony Ofoyeta, said it is the Institute's vision to raise security specialists who can stand the test of time.
We are looking forward to a more security conscious nation, especially in view of the insurgents in the country. We expect that people will become more and more conscious of security within their environment, and even the practitioners themselves will be more professional. We'll tilt towards better academic and professional impartation. We'll read more, we'll study more, attend more courses, seminars and training that will help them in service delivery. So we are expecting that over the years it can only improve and be better.
If Nigeria must be secure, then the time has come for all citizens to rise up to the task ahead by contributing their quota to nation building, of course through dissemination of information to the appropriate quarters. Adenike Ajiboye, SuperScreen News.
The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, says the recently sacked Special Advisor to the President and Chairman of the Presidential Amnesty Program, Brigadier General Paul Boro, is in custody as investigation of fraud leveled against him continues. The spokesman for the EFCC, Wilson Owujaren, who disclosed this, said he could not confirm if $9 million was recovered from the suspect when his house was searched. Addressing journalists at a press conference in Abuja on Wednesday, Ibinye Boro, who is the wife of the suspect, said no money was recovered from the property. Ibinye said their home was ransacked and doors were broken, but the anti-graft agency did not find any cash in the house. The National Universities Commission, NUC, says there is a need to conform the education sector to fast-track Nigeria's transition from natural resources to a knowledge-based nation. Executive Secretary of the Commission, Rashid Abubakar, gave the charge at a workshop with the theme Proposed Higher Education Reform and Africa Center of Excellence Impact, held in Abuja. He noted that investing in higher education is centered to all things, assuring of the Commission's commitment and other stakeholders to help address the issue of academic corruption.
We are worried that unless we begin to sit down and plan about how to educate this number over the next 30 years, how to feed these coming young Nigerians, how to give them or extend health care to them.
In his address, the World Bank representative, Andres Blom, reaffirmed the bank's continuous cooperation with Nigeria, stressing the need for increased autonomy of institutions as well as capacity building.
The point that I want to make is around governance, as has already been mentioned, increasing the autonomy of institutions, reduce political influence. For me, that's absolutely critical. Education is not a political tool. There is a clear objective, there are clear outcomes to be had.
You're watching SuperScreen News at 10. We'll take a break now. When we return, we'll take some business news. Stay with us. The implementation of the whistleblower policy of the federal government has so far raked in 9.12 billion naira into government coffers. The Minister of Finance, Kemi Adeosun, disclosed this after the Federal Executive Council meeting. Adeosun gave a breakdown of the figures as $7.8 billion, $378 million, and 27,800 pounds, as controversy has continued to dog the policy, which came into effect in 2017. The minister was, however, silent on how much the government has doled out as commission to some of the whistleblowers who made the recoveries possible. Finance Minister Kemi Adeosun says 1.248 trillion naira had been released for the capital projects under the 2017 budget. Adeosun disclosed this to journalists at the end of the Federal Executive Council meeting at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. She said the final update she gave is the level of capital released as still date from 2017 and gave details of the 4 areas. The minister said power, works and housing got 301